Okay, I guess third time lucky. Here we go. We got a bit more time to think about the matchup. Yeah, so Tinkerton is here. The Great Tusk is going to be a switch into my Gouging Fire, I would have to assume. Like, he's actually pretty good against Gouging Fire here, which is one of the reasons why I didn't want to bring it. But Goldengo was actually a real issue for my team, so that's why I did bring it. I guess I can switch it in on Tinkerton and just start clicking some buttons. But I guess the Sulphurous Bear is going to be pretty much primarily now used for the Lati. In fact, it's almost solely here for the Lati, so I could lead off with it. But I really want to get the Terror on my Pig Knight early. Am I going to be able to do that though? Like, Cinderace seems like a pretty free lead. The Lati is also a pretty free lead. If Lati comes in, I can go into U, so yeah, I'm just going to lead off my Pig Knight, try and get my Terror off. If he leads off with the Cinderace, that's not the button I want to click. If he leads off with the Cinderace, then we can go ahead and just Terror, because we will resist everything that he, well, not resist everything, we will at least be okay against it. And if he leads off basically with anything that's not Lati, we should be alright. I believe that everything that's not Lati should be okay. And if we see Lati, we go into Screamtail. Okay, so good luck, have fun to Jay. Like I said, make sure you go check him out. His link will be down in the description below. And hopefully get a nice clean battle. That's all I'm going to ask for. Let's see what he wants to lead off with. I suspect it's going to be Lati because I've led off with the one thing that doesn't appreciate Lati. It's going to be Tinkerton. That's actually fine. I mean, you can't do much to me. I'm going to go ahead and I think click Knock Off. I could also just go into Gouging Fire, because Gouging Fire is actually a lot less helpful. And I don't want my Eevee like knocked off actually, because it means that Knight's not going to be quite so good in this matchup. So I'm going to go ahead and go into Gouging Fire. Battle was cancelled. Well, I guess it's not third time lucky, it's in fact fourth time lucky. He had missed a Mon. I just straight up had not noticed that he did not select a Mon in this matchup, so yeah, once again. Yeah, Tinkerton comes out. Here we go again. I'm going to move this over my Discord so I don't get distracted. And back on a bullshit in a different stadium. Maybe Jay's looking for some kind of advantage here, but we actually beat Migs in the stadium last time, so you could say this is a home field advantage. I don't believe it's any kind of advantage. Go Gouging Gary on a Tinkerton. So it shouldn't be able to do anything to us. And it covers most switches, like outside of Lati, but again, we do have a switch into Lati in Screamtail, and to be fair, we have two switch-ins now, because Ursaluna's job is almost entirely just to deal with that Mon. Ursaluna could be a win con late on. I could have just got my Terror off. Wow. That's tough. He does go into Lati. Okay. That's wild. I could just click Knock Off there. Well, it's a little tough, but we move. I'm going to go Screamtail first, I think. It's an obvious switch in. I'm sure he's probably going to go for a flip turn, but if he flip turns, then we get the initiative. So I don't mind that whatsoever. Are you going to flip turn? He does flip turn. Okay. So your eject button's going to go off. And I'm going to switch. You're not going to switch. I'm going to switch. And I could go into Ursaluna and just click a button. Did he bring a switch into this? Let me look at his team again, because I don't remember what his team was. Great Tusk, Lati, Cinderace, Azumarill, the Dunsparce, Tinkerton. He did not bring a great switch in, but currently I don't have a great switch in myself to his guy. What's he switch into my Meowscarada at this point? I guess maybe the Dunsparce. Like the triple axle seems pretty obvious. I'm gonna go ahead and just go ahead and just click U-turn even. He may not want to risk this, especially if he's not choice locked himself. If he does stay in to flip turn again, then I'm gonna make the assumption that he is scarfed, because you wouldn't stay in and do that otherwise. He's just gonna withdraw. Okay, what is your switcher? Tinkerton. Cool. We've successfully got nowhere. Love to see that. Are you Rocky Helmet? You are not Rocky Helmet. And I'm just going to go straight back into Gouging Fire, I think. Yeah. That seems fine. That seems fine. He doesn't switch into this one particularly well. Is EQ free? EQ is fairly free. I could also just double. I could double into URSALUNA expecting him to want to switch out. But if he goes Great Tusk, that's not a good switch into me. I could theoretically go into Screamtail here. But that just seems like unnecessarily convoluted. I do have a switch into Great Tusk, so I'm a little bit less concerned about that mon. I'm just going to click Flare Blitz. And hopefully he doesn't go into Azumarill. It should be Great Tusk, right? It is Azumarill. Wow. Okay. Are you Fizz Death? That does not look like Fizz Death to me. If you are max HP, that did probably more actually than max HP should do. I kind of just want to fire off an EQ. Like, this shouldn't ever be able to knock me out in one hit. If I had DD'd there, it would put me in a really good spot. Because it looks like he would have 2-hit KO'd it. But it is what it is. Man, the typing, Gouging Fire's typing is so nice. We're just going to EQ. And get off a decent amount of chip. He encores me. Okay. So he's going to go into Lati, right? No reason to think that he won't go into Lati. With that in mind, I'm pretty happy to go Screamtail as a mid-ground regardless. Because even if he attacks me here, Screamtail is kind of nice, but it's not the most necessary mon now. He's going to withdraw. I assume Lati's coming in. Yeah, we take those. Play Rough is fairly free. I could also just double again if I wanted to. He's not going to go for a dragon move. He's probably going for a flip turn. But then he gets all the initiative. So what can I do to force him into something he doesn't want to go into? I could just go into my URSALUNA here. He doesn't even know if he outspeeds me. He may be scared of me outspeeding him, so yeah, I'm just going to go into URSALUNA. Yeah, he's going to withdraw. I assume Tinkerton's coming in. Yeah. Okay, this is all working out pretty nicely. He is going to break the mold. However, I'm going to break his team with URSALUNA. He does not have a switch in. He does not have a switch in. He could just knock me off. He could Gigaton hammer me. But he is going to withdraw. Is Lati coming in? The Dunsparce. Okay. Well, we got a little bit of speed. Not a great deal, but a little bit of speed. Right, okay, so we do that much. If we do that much, I could Blood Moon. I don't see any reason to not Blood Moon here. We are faster as well, that's good to know. Let's do in a chunk. He just roosts. Well, isn't that boring? I could go out into you, but I still want to keep you for Great Tusk. I could also go into Screamtail and just like stop him from basically doing anything. I don't hate that. Yeah, I'm just going to go Screamtail. I can keep URSALUNA around because it's a free Blood Moon every time that Lati comes in. I say free as if Lati's not going to do a fuck ton to me, but Calm Mind, sorry, you're getting on called, lad. Fuck you. I ain't dealing with this shit. If he goes Tinkerton, then I can go for Stomping Tantrum afterwards. Yeah, he's going to withdraw. That's fine. That's fine. What is he? Gets up rocks now, I guess. He could get up rocks. But I couldn't have that monster setting up on me. Like that's just not happening. Not doing it. Screamtail. That's Screamtail. Tinkerton is the one that I'm wanting. Gigaton Hammond would do a lot of damage. We have got the base 150 Stomping Tantrum right now if we want it. Do I value getting that damage off? Or do I just go into Gouging Fire? Just going to go Gouging Fire. I don't need to take this damage. Game volume may be a little low. I don't know, it looks low in my recording, so if it is, I'm sorry, but yeah, he just sets up rocks. Okay. That's fine, my team is not super weak to rocks. Famous last words, they eventually lose to rocks. I can DD if I wanted to. Flare Blitz seems like the better play. Yeah. He is going to withdraw. But that's fine. What's he going to go into? Lati, okay. Expecting me to DD or EQ. I'm just going for a Flare Blitz. She should do some decent damage. Yeah. That is very respectable damage. The Screamtail switch seems really obvious. But what's he go into? If I could go URSALUNA as well. URSALUNA doesn't really give him anything. I guess it gives him, URSALUNA gives him the Dunsparce. In general, Chip is going to be a bit of a pain. I need to get my Terror off on Pignite. I really want to stay in and just click attacking move, but gonna go URSALUNA. He can flip turn. Like, flip turn is a very free play for him right now, but I guess he could also roost. Which one's it gonna be? It's gonna be flip turn. Okay. Should have stayed in, but that seemed like an unnecessarily risky play. Let me just have a quick look to see if my Gouging Fire actually takes... by some miracle takes a Draco. It does not take a Draco. I for one am shocked. So he could go into like Cinderace here. His Azumarill shouldn't outspeed me, but he could go Azumarill just to try and get that chip. He could go Great Tusk, but Great Tusk means that I can actually get my Miss Magius in. Cinderace means I can get my Pignite in. The Dunsparce, okay. I kind of want a Blood Moon, just once. Because it will force him to roost anyway, right? That's what I'm thinking. So, Yeah, I'm just going to Blood Moon. By all means, he can just roost this off if he wants to. If he calm minds, he just Boom Bursts. Nice. By all means, now he should want to roost. So I'm going to go into Pig Knight and get my terror off. If he just Boom Bursts again, that would be very unfortunate. But yeah, he roosts. To be expected. And I will just Terror and click Drain Punch. I could also click Knock Off, right? I don't know what this thing's item is, but yeah, I'm just going to click Knock Off. Yeah, he isn't going to want to stay in. If Lati comes in, this is Zoom Rule. Okay, that makes sense. But we are Terra Water to try and deal with this. Are we fast on Pig Knight? We are actually fast. So we should be able to, I say fast, we got 36 in speed on a base 55 base speed mon. But, knock off, what item were you? Mirror Herb. Damn. I respect it. And I will just Poison Jab for the kill. If he goes Tinkerton, he goes Tinkerton, but Pig Knight picking up a kill. Things you love to see. And funnily enough, he doesn't revenge this thing easily. Just certainly a sentence of all time. I definitely didn't expect to say that. But shout out Pig Knights. Pig Knights? Yep. The multiple Pig Knights on my team. Man do be thinking about this. He sees the threat. He sees the nice hat the Pig Knight has got on, and he's like, man, I don't know what I can do for this. It's potential that it is just over for him. If he goes into a physical attacker, I could just bulk up on it. He didn't bring a ghost type from memory. If I'm remembering correctly, he did not bring a ghost type. He goes Cinderace. Okay. Interesting. Cinderace. It's just the regular set. Pig Knight, Terra Water. How much is the Gunk doing to me? Gunk would 2-hit KO me. Do I have another switch into this mon though? No. No, not really. Pig Knight's somewhat done its job, right? It's got rid of the Azumarill. Keeping it for the Dunsparce would be helpful, but not entirely necessary. So I could just go for a Drain Punch. I'm going to go for a knockoff. He bulks up. Okay. He is now at +1. We knock off Heavy Duty Boots. Makes a lot of sense. Okay. Screamtail switch here is pretty obvious. He's a fighting type now, so I just need to weaken him, right? Theoretically, I just need to get get him weakened. So I'm going to go for a Poison Jab and hope for a poison. At least on this turn. If he bulks up a second time, like I kind of got to keep going for it, right? At that point, I got to keep going for it. Yeah, he bulks up again. Like, I'm surprised that he bulked up for a second time. Because I could very easily have switched. I think the Poison Jab poison is always my play. I think it's always my play. He can do a lot of damage. But now he's a fighting type. So unless he's got like high jump kick, he doesn't do a lot of damage. Because I don't think, as much as I am a little chonker, I don't think that a low kick would actually do that much to me. He has got gunk shot. He misses. I'm sorry. That's tough. That's very tough. And we get the poison. We are the luckiest player in the world. Just for the record, +2 gunk shot without the Libero would not have killed me by any means. And I'm just going to drain punch here. He high jump kicks. That is going to knock me out. For sure that's going to knock me out. But Meowscarada should be able to come in now. It's not a fire type, it's a normal, it's a fighting type even. Yes, my only real play here. So, and I just click Flower Trick because he's at +2. He is going to switch out. That makes a lot of sense. Tinkerton probably coming in, but I think the Meowscarada, the Cinderace threat is now gone. And I appreciate any and all chip that I can get on this mon. That is actually very good chip. We take those. I will just double Gouging Fire again. I keep making this play, but I think it's the best play to make. He doesn't have a good switch into it. If he doubles Lati, that's just a good play on his part. I do still have like switch-ins to Lati at this point. Ice Hammer shouldn't do too much. That does absolutely nothing. Can I DD here? I'm going to try and DD here. Because I haven't shown it yet. And I don't think he wants to go Lati again. Because he still has one more switch in after this. He might go Lati by all means, but I have switched into Lati. He could also go to sack off Cinderace. Best case scenario is that he just stays in and clicks Ice Hammer again. Even if he clicks knockoff at this point, I don't think it's too much of an issue. I think yeah, I was going to say he might just stay in. If he has T-Wave, he has T-Wave. If he has Encore, he has Encore. Be a little bit unfortunate, but we'll see. Just Ice Hammers again. If I kill this, then I just win. Do I think he has Encore? I think he might. I'm just going to Flare Blitz. I think it's best for me to just kill this thing. Because I can win with Meowscarada after. He is going to withdraw. Okay. Cinderace coming in? If Cinderace comes in, then that's very tough. Okay, Lati comes in. This is dead. Is it dead? Gonna be close. Oh, barely lived. Okay. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. I will keep this mon around, and I will just go straight out to Screamtail. Expect the Draco to come out on this turn, because if he doesn't, then he's dead. Yep. And then I'm going to Wish. And I would think that the Tinkerton probably comes in here. If Tinkerton comes in, then I Wish Pass into my Gouging Fire. And we just go into a little bit of a loop. But Lattie's basically dead now. I just need that damage on Tinkerton, which in hindsight maybe I'd rather have the damage on Tinkerton than the damage on Lattie, but this does mean that there's potential later on for me to be able to sweep with my Gouging Fire. Which I still don't think it's going to be able to do. He just Dracos again. Okay. How much is Draco doing to my URSALUNA? Just out of interest, because I could theoretically get my URSALUNA back. That's not the mon that I want. Lattie Os. Draco would do... So I'm at 193 after rocks. Would I be in range? I don't think I would be. I mean, I might as well go for it, right? He is going to withdraw. I could have gone Gouging Fire. I assume Tinkerton comes in. Cinderace comes in. Okay. Wow. That's arguably like the worst thing that could have come in. But at the same time, I'm just going to wish this thing back up to full. And do I go Screamtail? Like, at the moment, I don't care too much about the Lattie anymore. I do want to keep this for the Dunsparce though, don't I? So Miss Magius could be the play. Is Gouging Fire done its job? No, because Tinkerton's still alive. But this can handle Tinkerton as well. I'm playing to a Meowscarada endgame. So what do I need to do to get that? The Dunsparce needs some chip. The Tinkerton needs chip. I don't auto lose to Great Tusk. I'm just going to go with Miss Magius. He's going to withdraw. Okay. Okay. Goes into the Dunsparce. I'm not sure if this is going to be able to touch me. I genuinely am not sure if this can touch me. I think regardless, like, I don't let you Calm Mind, right? I only had Taunt. Taunt would have been lovely here. I can just go Screamtail. There's no reason to do anything else. Switching is hurting me more than it's hurting him. I will say that much. But now Screamtail is floating, so it shouldn't take the rocks, right? Dragon Tails? Okay. So, once again, I'm going to click Wish. A lot of my team now appreciates getting healed back up, and if he goes into Tinkerton, then that would be very nice. He probably thinks that I can go for a Encore here, and just Encore him into Dragon Tail. So yeah, there's a switch. Is it into Tinkerton? It is into Cinderace. Okay. We're just going to go around in circles. Gong Shot seems likely. On that instance, I can just go into Miss Magius here, like, any time. Does Gouging Fire live one from Cinderace? Like, I know you're bulky. I know you're bulky. 37 to 43 from Libero. And I am at 158. I'm at 40. That's just too risky. Miss Magius might die to a Pyro Ball. He also could make a play off of this. Do I need Screamtail too much? I would say probably not. I'm gonna go Mismagius. If he Pyro Balls, he Pyro Balls. It would just be a really good read if you went for Pyro Ball here. He gonk shots. Okay, and he misses again? No, he did, bro. Okay, so we tank that. I say tank, like we chewed that easily. It was definitely not chewed easily. Mismagius is back up at full. He should go down to the poison. He does go down to the poison. Excellent moves. Okay, so it's going to be quite tough for him to be able to break through the defensive core of Mismagius and Screamtail at this point. As long as we've got Meowscarada as well, we should be in the right position. Do I want to burn this? Yes. Because I don't know if you can even touch me. I would assume not. Because, I know it can't. It's Boom Burst Dragon Tail. So, I might as well get a burn off when he Dragon Tails me out. Or I just miss the Willow. That's also a possibility. Like, that's not the end of the world though, really. He Boom Bursts. Great turn. One of the turns of all time for sure. I'm just going to Willow again. He probably just Dragon Tails me this time. But we are going to land the Willow. Chip damage is chip damage, I guess. Will just simply mean that he can't Calm Mind as freely. He's going to Calm Mind anyway. I'm just going to go Screamtail, even if he goes for the Boom Burst on this turn. Still think it's the best play, because I can then Encore him into Boom Burst and just do something. Because if I Encore him into an attacking, if I live, firstly, if I Encore him into an attacking move, then it's not terrible. I probably shouldn't have Willowed, in all honesty, but should have just taken the opportunity to switch out. We are going to live though. We are going to live, and do I just want to Encore him into Boom Burst so that he can't recover? Potentially. He has 4 mons left. What else does he have? How low does he have to be for my Meowscarada to take down the Dunsparce? This mon's an issue. It's very annoying. Man, if it's like max defense, then I would need a lot more. But I could prevent healing. I think that's just a better play. Just to Encore. Encore him into Boom Burst. And then go Gouging Fire. Click Flare Blitz. Because I don't think that I'm going to be able to Morning Sun up on this mon. Shockingly. Gouging Gary comes in. He's just going to click Flare Blitz. And if he chooses to switch out, actually we're in a pretty good spot. I feel like he had to have some attack investment. But at +1 to do that much, I think he's just modest. I think he might just be modest max. Yeah, that looks much more along the lines. We're going to Flare Blitz anyway. And we do take him down. That's a crit. I'm sorry, Jay. That crit, honestly, would have mattered. Because we were not doing the thing there. So, did we outspeed Tinkerton earlier? I don't think we did. I think we only outsped because of a speed drop. But he could go into Great Tusk here. We're looking like we're not that far away from an endgame where we'll be able to win with just... Okay, so it's booster. Are you booster attack? Booster attack. Okay. In that case, do I just want to attack this thing? feel like I probably do. I could Flare Blitz and then go into Miss Magius. Because switching hard Miss Magius would be a risky play, so hopefully we're faster. We are not faster. But we can go into Miss Magius now. I'm surprised that he went for a Rapid Spin, but then he may also just not have. If he has knockoff here, that's going to hurt. But I will appreciate getting a Willow off on this. So that's what I'm going to do. Just going to go for Willow. He heavy slams. That does so much damage. Sure is that he is faster than... Oh yeah, because of Rapid Spin. Of course. Of course he's faster. So he's Rapid Spin, heavy slam. This is problematic. This is a little problematic, isn't it? URSALUNA should be able to finish off this game. So he can't Willow on this. I'm just going to click Pain Split. He just heavy slams again. I should have Pain Split on the first one, but it is what it is. This shouldn't be able to knock out my my Meowscarada. Meowscarada does outspeed everything here, so it's gonna be a tight endgame though. Regardless, it's gonna be a very close endgame. I think Flower Tricking is always the play, no matter what. Yeah, he's gonna stay in because he's so fast. This should knock it out. It is a great Tusk at the end of the day. Yeah, it is a great Tusk at the end of the day. Temper Flare. That's sick. If it turns out that he didn't have close combat on this, then I would be shocked. But I think all I need to do is probably get damage. Do I need to keep this thing around? I think I have to swap, don't I, on if Tinkerton comes in. How well does... I mean, it's a Tinkerton, right? Like, even Gigaton Hammer doesn't do all that much to me. Does Ice Hammer do more? I gotta make this play anyway. We are pretty defensive on this as well, so hopefully we'll be okay. Ice Hammer is incredibly free. We'll do about 30 to 37. He light screens. I respect it. I respect it. I mean, he can go into Lati now if he wants to. No, he's just going to Ice Hammer. Doesn't really do all that much damage. And because of the speed drop, I think I might end up outspeeding it. Are you weakness policy? You're not weakness policy. That would have been some wild shit if it was weakness policy. I would have respected it. I mean, at this point, there's no reason to not just Earth Power. I know you can switch, but still. I guess Blood Moon may have done. Nah, Blood Moon wouldn't have done enough there. Regardless, because we are AV, we should be able to take this. I'm just going to go for a Moonblast. I guess he could Flip Turn here. I don't know what Flip Turn would necessarily achieve for him, but he could definitely do it. I think his play is always just a quick Draco, right? Yeah, and he misses. Well, I'm sorry, Jay. I'm sorry. Just for the sake of calcing, Draco would have done 38 to 45 to me if it was Specs. Then it would have done 57 to 67. I'm not sure if we were in range of that or not. 242. It would have been a high roll to knock me out. So Sorry that missed, because that's missed as well. Oh my god. I am so sorry, Jay. Holy shit. We have literally just been nimble as fuck in this endgame. But that is rough. It just means that he had absolutely no outs whatsoever. So yeah, that's tough. We're going to pick up a 2-0 win. Go 2-0 to start off the season. That one was a bit of a hacksy game, but also a really good game. Outside of the misses towards the end, mostly. There was misses everywhere, honestly. There was just misses at all fucking times. Him missing the gunk shot, that kind of hurt him, because it meant he took more damage than he necessarily needed to. Those misses at the end I don't think matter, because we were Choice Scarf Masquerado, and we could have quite easily have just locked ourselves into Flower Trick at that point and been able to win the game. But still, kind of feels a bit shit, doesn't it? Still feels a bit shit. But good games, Jay. Make sure to go check them out. I'll link down in the description below. As well as we have coaches for the INT this season. Always forgot the league. And yeah, like and enjoy the battle, subscribe so you don't miss out on more draft league content. Until the next one, have a great day, guys. Peace.